right. Awesome. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another edition of With the Locals. If you have not tuned in to see what this is about, we have tried to take an advantage of touching base with local businesses and people within the community have been affected by all of this craziness with the virus and whatnot, and not only shed light on their businesses, but also see kind of how we as a community can and how they've adapted to these crazy times. So today I have Nicole Ayers with me of Little Dog Paper Company. So thanks so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
And so for those of people who aren't familiar maybe with the area, you're Meredith, but can you tell people a little bit about what they could expect if they were to stop in, and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'm actually in my studio right now. We're located at 31A Main Street in Meredith, and we have a little retail store, and we have a studio in the back, and we do wedding invitations and all kinds of stuff like that. And we have little snarky, fun gifts in the store, and we have our own greeting card line too, which is our main focus when you walk in. So we have, you know, it's like a one-stop shop for gifts pretty much here.
Yeah. Definitely lots of fun items that you always have a good time going in there and checking things out. And and like you said, you do a lot of personal items too. If someone wanted some personalization of things, definitely a one-stop shop. So great addition to Main Street in Meredith for sure.
Yep. And we'll be open 2 years in June.
Overall, how has 2 years? Oh my gosh, that seems like so.
I don't know.
That's gone by fast. Yeah, I know. So tell us a little bit about how, you know, past month and a half, 2 months, how it's affected your business, and you know, what have you noticed that's really impacted you guys?
Yeah, so it's been, I mean, it's been crazy for everybody. It's just been turned upside down. And fortunately for us, we have had an online presence for, you know, I've been doing this about 6-7 years now. So our website is fully functional. We have almost all of the items that are in our retail store on our website. So for us, we were able to transition to the online community really easily because we were already established there to begin with. So our website, littledogpaperco.com, you can actually shop and pick up curbside too right now. So we've been shipping 2 to 3 days a week already throughout this whole thing. So that part of it really hasn't affected us. Obviously, we're not doing any wedding invitations and stuff like that. I do still have bridal clients coming in. We're doing like phone appointments and things like that with them. So we were able to adapt pretty easily just because we already had the online presence. And then people have been picking up in store too. So that's been pretty good.
In the platform. Good. Yeah. And have you, I mean, I was going to say, have you seen any major slowdown in business? Or I know this time of year also was probably a little bit of a slower time in general for you overall. Have you noticed major changes in the amount coming in, or?
Yeah, we have a little bit, of course, for everybody. You know, everybody's penny pinching right now and not spending a lot of money. We do have a lot of orders still that are kind of regular things that we sell online all the time. But like I said, yeah, of course it has slowed down. Of course, you know, I haven't been spending that much either. So it's like, I know how that is for everybody because we are a retail store. You know, that's just kind of the name of the game right now. We have been selling a lot of hand sanitizer, I will say that. So we have a couple that we have, and we actually have sold out a couple of times, and we're very fortunate to get a bunch more. Those are about half gone. So if you want some, get some soon. So, I mean, stuff like it's been just kind of a shift in the products that we're selling right now, which is kind of interesting to see that too. So.
Yeah. Definitely. And one of the benefits, I guess, you kind of hold for the most part, you've been continuing your online presence and whatnot, but all retail shops have kind of been just on hold to see what new updates are going to happen. Governor says so recently, as of, I guess, last Friday, we had the most recent update. So you guys are now planning to open on next.
Yeah, so we are actually opening on Tuesday, so a week from today. Not Monday. I guess the governor said you could open on the 11th, but we're not open on Mondays until June. So we're just kind of keeping with that. I don't want to confuse anybody because we've been doing that for a couple of years now. And yeah, so we are opening. We are going to be wearing masks. We actually have, my mom made us ones with little paw prints on them. They're adorable. So we're going to be wearing those as employees here. 3 of us will be here. I don't know, like at the same time. And then we'll let limited people number of people in the store, and we'll have hand sanitizer out front too for everybody to use. But we're not a store that's usually packed full of people on any given day. Sometimes in August we are, but I'm not worried about that right now because we are still, like you mentioned earlier, we're in the transition season right now to summer. So for us, you know, March and April are pretty slow, but we do have trade show season because we do wholesale with our greeting cards. So for that, like that part of it didn't change. So we're making the transition back to opening, I think will be okay. But I don't know, like nobody knows if anybody's going to be shopping. It's just, like you said, it changes every day. So that's completely unknown right now.
Yeah. And I think, like you mentioned, you've benefited just because you had such an online presence set up.
Right.
You guys, I think, kind of carry into, you weren't just servicing locals in the area, you've been able to service people, you know, that you can ship to. So that too. So, and it sounds like too, you should be able to have some more time to meet with people if they're looking for any type of personalized or invitations or things like that. Now they can come to the shop coming as of Tuesday to sit down if they need to do that. I know that's all kind of on hold too, but
I mean,
and whatnot, but definitely still an option.
Yeah, that'll be fine because obviously we only do one appointment at a time. So even if it's just me here, I'll be wearing a mask. So I'm totally comfortable with that at this point. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, I think that, like I said, you guys have adapted well. You had lots of systems in place that benefited you, maybe sometimes other than and whatnot. So that's been great. But people can find you on Facebook. They can go to your website, like you mentioned, littledogpaperco.com, and give your shop a call too. I'm sure if they have any questions about products or things before they venture out. And what days will you open? I know not Mondays, but
so we'll be open Tuesday to Saturday. We were thinking about doing limited hours just for the month of May. We haven't 100% decided on that yet, and we'll be here at least for our busy hours during the afternoon. Dave and I actually just moved to Meredith on Saturday, so we're 2 miles down the road now, and we can be here whenever, which was not the case before. We lived about 40-minute drive, which was not ideal. So we'll be in town, so it's like if you order and we're not here, like we can be here in a couple minutes anyway. So
that's great. That's great. Awesome. We appreciate it. Again, if you have not been to Little Dog Paper Co. in downtown Meredith, right on Main Street, please make it a stop, whether it's now or at least check out you're comfortable stopping in, and things maybe adjust a little bit more. But we're great to hear that things are moving in a positive direction. You know, your doors can, if someone wants to come in and kind of peruse, they can do that. So always good to be in the positive direction, I guess, than the other way. But thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And have a great afternoon.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.